Did your shadow stay behind when you moved at 12:29 a.m. on this eerie August 2025? A red pulse casting a chill across your living room that freezes your breath. This emergency broadcast uncovers a horror clinging to your every step, where psychologically, it's perceptual dissociation severing your connection to reality. And a 2025 study shows 83% feel an unsettling dread when their shadow defies them. Is a spectral remnant watching? Subscribe now to unravel this mystery. Is your lagging shade pulsing behind you? The kitchen echoing with an unnatural silence that makes your heart race as you back away in terror? This broadcast drags you into a psychological abyss where paranoia escalation heightens your fear of being followed, and the 2025 study warns 83% feel a disquieting presence when their shadow stalls. Could a spectral remnant be tracking you? Stay tuned for more. Did a frozen outline linger from your shadow, the attic quivering with a presence that chills your blood as you tremble in its glow? This emergency plunges you into a psychological trap where perceptual dissociation blurs your sense of self, and the 2025 study confirms 83% sense an otherworldly entity when their shadow stays. Is a spectral remnant revealing itself? Don't miss the next sign. Does watch you pulse from that sinister lag, the garage humming with a presence that feels like eyes on you as you press against the wall? This broadcast locks you in a psychological cage where paranoia escalation fuels your terror of being observed. And the 2025 study notes 83% panic when their shadow speaks. Could a spectral remnant be staring? Subscribe now. Is a faceless stare lingering from your shadow? The yard drenched in rain that amplifies your dread as you back away from this eerie sight? This emergency thrusts you into a psychological vortex where perceptual dissociation turns your reflection into a threat. And the 2025 study warns 83% feel a ghostly presence. Could a spectral remnant be near? Stay with us. Why does a warping shade pulse from your shadow? The balcony shaking with an otherworldly hum that threatens to pull you into the storm. This broadcast drags you into a psychological nightmare where paranoia escalation fractures your trust, and the 2025 study reveals 83% feel pursued when their shadow twists. Could a spectral remnant be advancing? Keep watching. Did a glowing remnant linger from your shadow? The wall trembling with an unseen force that floods your mind with fear in this damped space. This emergency locks you in a psychological abyss where perceptual dissociation amplifies your dread of the unknown. And the 2025 study warns 83% sense a spectral gaze. Could a remnant be watching? Subscribe now. Does stay still pulse from that dark command, the window rattling with a sinister presence that traps you as you reinforce your defense? This broadcast traps you in a psychological snare where paranoia escalation heightens your fear of motion. And the 2025 study confirms 83% dread such orders. Could a spectral remnant be controlling you? Don't miss it. Is a reaching shadow lingering from your shade? The night roaring with a storm that blinds you as you shield yourself from this eerie lag? This emergency drags you into a psychological hell where perceptual dissociation turns every movement into a threat. And the 2025 study warns 83% feel ensnared. Could a spectral remnant be near? Stay tuned. Is a figure breaking from your shadow, the fan whirring with an ominous hum that fills this room with dread as you step back? This broadcast locks you in a psychological cage where paranoia escalation shatters your calm. And the 2025 study notes 83% feel hunted when their shadow reveals such forms. Could a spectral remnant be free? Keep watching. Why does a towering shadow wail from your shade? The forest echoing with a desolate hum that freezes you as you crouch in hiding. This emergency thrusts you into a psychological vortex where perceptual dissociation consumes your hope. And the 2025 study warns 83% feel doomed. Could a spectral remnant be winning? Subscribe for more. Is a growing shadow pulsing from your leg? The porch trembling with an ominous beat that drives you back in panic? This broadcast traps you in a psychological abyss where paranoia escalation ends your stability. And the 2025 study warns 83% feel their end. Could a spectral remnant be rising? Don't stop now. Did a faint echo ripple from your shadow? The cellar darkening with an unseen presence that terrifies you as you hide in the shadows? This emergency locks you in a psychological snare where perceptual dissociation heightens your terror. And the 2025 study warns 83% sense a spectral sound. Could a remnant be calling? Stay with us. Is a cracking shadow lingering from your shade? The rooftop trembling with an eerie pulse that drives you to crawl away in fear? This broadcast drags you into a psychological hell where paranoia escalation shatters your sanity. And the 2025 study confirms 83% fear collapse. Could a spectral remnant be breaking through? Subscribe now. Does a towering shadow pulse from your lag? The alley darkening with a presence that overwhelms you as you collapse in dread. This emergency traps you in a psychological abyss where perceptual dissociation seals your fate. And the 2025 study warns 83% feel their end. Could a spectral remnant be claiming you? Keep watching. Is a fading echo lingering from your shadow? The bridge shaking with an eerie hum that terrifies you as you cling to the edge. This broadcast locks you in a psychological snare where paranoia escalation consumes your hope. And the 2025 study warns 83% sense a spectral departure. Could a remnant be leaving a mark? Stay with us. Does shadow ends pulse with a towering shade from your lag? The abyss swallowing your last sight as you collapse under this relentless presence at midnight? This emergency broadcast traps you in a psychological abyss where perceptual dissociation seals your doom. And the 2025 study warns 83% feel their end when the shadow prevails. Could a spectral remnant claim you? Watch the full horror now.